as a concept was developed in 1950s. And periodization is simply the division of periods of training with specific objective. For instance, if you're going to participate in Olympics for 4 years, then you need to develop 4-year plan of how you're going to run the Olympics. And if you're going to fight in a boxing match, then you need to prioritize your training toward the same objective. So in case in soccer also, we got our own periodization. And periodization is simply divided into the following sub-principles. Number one, there is a macrocycle. Number two, it's a mesocycle. Number three, it is a microcycle. And number four is a myocycle. A macrocycle is a division of a season. A season. Like in football, you can have a macrocycle that is having 12 months of football. But that macrocycle can be further subdivided into phases. For example, you have got the pre-season macrocycle. You have the in-competition macrocycle. You have the mid-transition window macrocycle. You have got the major transition window macrocycle, and the continuous flow. So in a macrocycle, it is a result of a mesocycle. In a mesocycle division, I understand it as mesocycle has got 2 weeks. So these 2 weeks of mesocycle times 3 mesocycles equals to 1 macrocycle. So a 1 macrocycle period, it's a period of 6 periods of training. The 6 weeks of training. And this mesocycle, the 2 weeks of mesocycle, is equals to the results are from the 2 microcycles. Those 2 weeks that form a mesocycle are each week forms a microcycle. So in summary, that 2 weeks equals to 1 mesocycle. And what you train daily, that training window, that daily training is what forms a myocycle. So 1 myocycle is equals to 1 myocycle times the repetition of training in a week. You can have training for 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. So 5 myocycle equals to 1 microcycle. 1 microcycle is a 7 days period. I mean, in summary, that 1 myocycle is the day that you are training. If I'm training today on Tuesday, today is my myocycle. Regardless of the 3 training sessions that I have, it is the myocycle. My myocycle today is 1. What am I saying today? If I'm training like me on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday, those are 6 myocycles. So in my microcycle, I have got 6 myocycles. 6 myocycles is equals to 1 microcycle. In 2 weeks, the 2 weeks of those microcycles. Remember, these microcycles are divided like that because the training characteristics are similar. So if I'm training like football, if I want to train Speed Preparatory Form, SPF, week 1 and week 2, my own myocycle, I'm going to do my 6 myos in 1 microcycle. But the same characteristic of speed, the only overload, this week I'll overload a little bit in the second week. So if this week I'm running at SPF at 70%, this week, on my training peak on Wednesday, I'm training at 70%. It means that next week on Tuesday or Wednesday, my highest peak point, I will run at 80%. I expect my team to run at 80%. I've overloaded, but the characteristics are SPF. I'm training about the speed preparatory form or endurance or aerobic training, the SPF. So this week, in 2 weeks' time, I'll be repeating and doing my frequencies the same. The difference that will function is about the volume and intensity. Because in a training triangle, if you increase let's say volume, it means that intensity and frequency goes down. If you increase frequency, intensity and volume goes down. You increase 1, the 2 go down. So in my ideal week, this week, I'll be doing that myocycle of speed preparatory form. In 2 weeks, I'll be doing the same speed preparatory form, but with a different intensity volume, with different intensity levels, from 60 already to 80 or 70, from 80 already to 90. I'll be doing the same, but the characteristics is the same. So this mesocycle 1, I call it mesocycle 1. This mesocycle 1 is SPF. So I'll have to do 6 weeks of training to form 1 macrocycle. So if I do a macrocycle is equals to 6 weeks of training. So my macrocycle is in season. It is pre-season training. The first macrocycle, I'll be working on those. If it's in season, I'll be working also on those things. And there's also in the football-based concept, you'll work about technical also. But in another video, I'll talk about the technical part of it. But today, I just wanted you viewers to understand the microcycle, the mesocycle, and the macrocycle. Those terminologies confuse people, but not to get realistic. The MYOCYCLE, it is one training day. The microcycle is a whole week of training. The mesocycle are 2 weeks of training, and the macrocycle are 6 training periods. Thank you guys. Next video, I'll be talking about the principles of training. Thank you guys. Let's meet again.